What is going on, Multiversers? Welcome back to the channel. It's Sunday, and you know what that means. It's time for the next Multiversus episode in the Yay or Nay series. Today we're going to be taking a look, going into the Labratory, specifically Dexter's Labratory. So we got Dexter getting his own episode today. So it's been a character that I kind of wanted to see what the community felt like. So I guess that's why he's getting his own episode, right? If you haven't seen the series before, very simple stuff. Down in the comments, you can play along by saying, yay, you want to see the character Dexter, you want to see him as a playable character, or nay, you don't want to see him playable. And then for the video, we'll go over some ideas for a possible moveset, some alternate costumes, some taunts, and all that sort of stuff. So that's the rules. So let's start off with a couple ideas for some attacks, shall we? And first one is going to be the ray gun. Yeah, it's a perfect neutral special attack here. So for this one, Dexter would pull out his ray gun and he just kind of fires it. And I guess is it a ray gun? I mean, it's a gun that kind of like, it's like a blaster that has like this electric current to it. So it's like he fires like a big energy blast of electricity, I guess, that if that makes sense. But seeing as how Multiversus doesn't really have a character yet that kind of focuses or can really take advantage of like electric debuffs, Dexter could be kind of a fun one that would be able to utilize the electric debuff. And plus, maybe that could kind of be his whole thing, right? He's a scientist and he plays around with different elements and stuff like that. So electricity, this ray gun, so he fires it out, and then maybe you can charge it, or maybe it's just one shot. But like if you can charge it, the bigger blast, maybe if it hits the opponent, would leave them stunned, like they got hit with a big blast of electricity for a few seconds. So you're able to kind of follow that up possibly. But ray gun, possible neutral special, works pretty well. Move number 2, I guess we'll call this like a laser beam. Like this one could actually be kind of fun. This could have a lot of properties, a lot of different uses. So the laser beam, this attack, Dexter would kind of create or summon out this really big laser beam, and it will end up appearing over Dexter's head, right over his position, and then the laser beam fires straight downwards. So this would be more of a big damage, like big KO sort of attack. So it would have a lot of startup on it, but once it fires down, once the laser beam fires, it will do some big damage. So if you can place this properly, place it far off to the right of the stage, and then you and your opponent are fighting on the left. If you can knock your opponent into the laser, well, you're going to get some big damage, big knockback, and hopefully get a KO. Or you could even plant something like this at the ledge of a stage, and if your opponent tries to, get back on stage, well, now they're going to have to deal with this laser possibly firing down. So just something that they got to continuously sort of avoid, but it's going to be a kind of a pain the entire time. So could be a fun little attack here. I think this would be fantastic for him. Move number 3. Look, Dexter is a scientist. He's played around with quite a few inventions and that sort of stuff. So he does have the ability to, I guess you could say, teleport or warp. So we'll call this a warp ability. So Dexter can warp instantly, which does help with recovery purposes. So that's basically, maybe that's his up special. He just kind of like teleports, or he warps from point A to point B, and he can kind of point your directional stick in whichever direction you want him to warp. So that'd be kind of fun. But you could even go one step extra with this attack. When he's teleporting or when he's warping from point A to point B, point A, from when he first leaves, would leave like this a little electric current behind, and then point B, wherever he's warping to, would also have like a little electric current. So that way it's kind of safe for you to teleport to and from. So it's not like you can be interrupted with it. So just a fun little idea for an attack, and I think this would this would be very, very useful. Now let's talk about some alternate costume ideas. Dexter's got a few, so there's one that I want to see what people think, and we'll just start with that one. So alternate costume idea number 1, we'll call this the most handsome boy. Look at this thing. Can you imagine? It's like all face. It's like all face. Could you imagine if Dexter becomes playable and then and then this thing is an alternate costume, the most handsome boy? Could you imagine you're just running around beating up like pretty much a face with legs? This would look so hilarious. I would buy this for the meme factor just alone. This even if I didn't play Dexter, I would still buy this just because it's hilarious. I guess I would really like to see this, so that's why I came up with this idea. Let me know, what do you think? The most handsome boy? Is this a good idea for an alternate costume? I think it could work. But yeah, there's one. Another one, I guess we'll call this one his hip-hop look, I guess. But yeah, you see it. He's kind of trying to go through like a makeover, and he's trying to find a new outfit to feel himself a little bit. This one ultimately didn't work in the episode, but it's an idea. When you want alternate costumes, it's basically, all right, do something that's not his normal lab coat. So his hip hop look. Maybe this works, maybe it doesn't. It is an alternate costume though. And I guess one more idea. It's a very, very simple one. It's the classic black and white suit. It's a classic. I mean, not much more to say in it. Everybody knows what it is. You just dress up, you get fancy. So black and white suit. There you go. Those are some ideas for some alternate costumes. Most handsome boy would definitely be an instant purchase though. Now a couple ideas for taunts and or victory / losing animations, I guess. So first one, I think this would work really well as a losing animation, but it's with his head on fire and he's just kind of like running in circles. So after you either beat Dexter, or if you're playing as Dexter and you get to the end screen, Dexter's just running around with his head on fire. I thought that would be kind of fun. And then maybe just like dunks his head or in a big tub of water or something like that. I don't know. It'd just be kind of fun. Like, oh my God, I lost and now everything's literally on fire. I don't know. Just fun little idea. And then another one. You could even put this one as a part of his attacks. I would be okay with this one. But his Dexter knuckles, those brass knuckles that have Dexter on them. Yeah, let's get that in there. Put that as an attack too. I'm all for it. Or if it's not an attack, at least put it as a taunt. Bring out the Dexter knuckles. Just got to show off a little bit. Yeah. Dexter's got some fight in him. So there you go. There's just some couple ideas for some taunts or winning / losing screen animations. And that brings us to the end of the video, the yay or nay portion. So for me, you know what? I think I'll give Dexter a yay. I think I'm going to give him a yay. I think he would be unique enough, and like I said, with the electric elements, like we do have one perk in the game that does help kind of mess around with electricity, but as of right now, it's like one of the most least used perks in the entire game. So what if we get somebody that can make use of it a little bit better? So just an idea, would be fun. Either way, that is going to be it for this one. Next week? No, probably 2 weeks. Probably 2 weeks we'll have the updated yay or nay stats again. But yeah, that is going to be it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed as always. And I guess I'll see ya when I'm looking at you.